Alright everyone, it's time for our first episode of our new series, Kydex Roulette, where we pull a random idea from the community, that's you, and see if we can make a badass holster out of it. Now, I need your help with this though. I need y'all to comment ideas on what you think would make a really cool holster. Y'all have given some great ideas so far. I haven't had a chance to fill this up with all of them yet. I've got to kind of make sure they're going to translate well to a holster. Most of them, they've got the wheels turning, so stay tuned for that. Now, the way this is going to work is we've got this ticket spinner here. I started it off with some ideas, so just to get this first episode going and see how we do. We're going to spin it, pull. Whatever we get is what we get, and hopefully we'll make something pretty cool out of it. So, let's get started. Alright, here we go. Our first spin for Kydex Roulette. Let's see what we get. Alright, fire. As the name implies, this is gonna be fun. Alright, I have some ideas floating in my head. I've never been real good at drawing fire, so we'll see how this goes. First things first, we've got to make sure we have the colors for it. So, how we're gonna do this. I've never been real good at drawing fire, but maybe I can have a better chance at cutting fire. Now I'm thinking a base level layer is the word I'm looking for. And we have this black leather texture, which is super nice. I think I'm going to use this as our base. And now we're going to need 3 other colors for the flames. So we've got a yellow, orange, and red normally for flames. Now it's going to be a pretty thick holster, but all that's really going to do is make it super sturdy. So, yellow, we're going to go with this liquid metal gold. I love this liquid metal series. When you form it around something, oh, it looks so good. Alright, gold. The only orange I have is this orange carbon fiber, which I think will look great. So we'll do that. And red, I have 2 reds. I have this bright EMT red, or I have this kind of darker blood red, which personally I think, which again, carbon fiber, I think this is going to work better with this. Give it kind of not as much of a cartoony look to it. So let's rearrange this, and this is our palette. So now we get to do our kindergarten sketch to see how this is going to work, if it's going to work, and what it might look like at the end. pulled out of the spinner today. And I will say, for a first episode, we pulled straight fire. Now, I am so happy with how this holster turned out. I had my doubts because, like I said before, I've never been good at drawing fire. So, let's see it. Okay. You ready? Woo! It does not get much better than that. And I am so glad we went with this leather texture for the black. That really sets it off. I feel like this black leather holster was literally on fire. It's liquid metal gold. I told you, once you get it molded, oh, it just pops. The carbon fiber, red and orange. Yeah. Woo! I love it. Alright, so what are we doing with the holster? And the ones from here on out? I don't know. Give me some suggestions. Do I put them up as quick ships? Do I don't know. I would love to give them away to the community, but as of right now, you know, it is a business, so we've got to bring in a little money here and there. But we'll figure it out. Together, we'll figure it out. We'll go on this journey together. But in the meantime, I need your help. Let's fill this up. I've already seen some really good suggestions come through so far, and I haven't got them added yet, but I will. Next episode, there'll be lots more in there. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think about this new series. If you want to see more, I think that is an amazing start. Like, where are you going to find a holster like this? Absolutely nowhere. But, and this is why I am known as, and this is why I am known as the King of Kydex. Woo! Thanks, guys. And let's make you the MB of the range.